Today we'll be talking about the harmful effects of all the chemical cleaners that we use at home, like our dishwashers or laundry agents or floor cleaners and sanitizers, hand washers, etc. These are something that we as adults and our kids also come into contact regularly, day in and day out. And probably it's just awareness, but let's see what are the effects of these chemical cleaners on us. Are these chemical cleaners very harmful for our kids, or how harmful they are? Let's know more about this from Ramya. So Ramya is the founder of Beautiful Me. She is very passionate about the environment, and that's why she started up Beautiful Me, which has a lot of eco-friendly products for the home, and they also have clothes that are naturally dyed, and a lot of things that you can check out on their website. So let's quickly get started. Hi, Ramya.
Hi, Shalini.
So Ramya has been like very actively researching and working in this area of eco-friendly products for the home and our kids for almost 12 years. So she is a person who has a thorough knowledge about what chemicals are appropriate, are good, are natural, what is accepted and what is strictly not accepted by our body. So she is somebody who's well researched the facts and the best person to learn from in this space of natural cleaners and clothes and dyes and etc. Okay, so
Thank you,
let's
Shalini.
yeah. So the first question, Ramya, is that, are these natural cleaners and stuff, is there really a personal benefit for us, or is it only to protect the environment? This is probably one of the common questions. The moment we say
True.
eco-friendly, we'll think, okay, it's only environment friendly. It's not really something meant for us. So what do you say?
Okay, yeah, the most common question, as you mentioned, Shalini, but we are part of the environment, right? So, aren't we? So, whatever is friendly for the environment is friendly for us. So, we are a small dot in the whole gamut. So, how can we separate ourselves from the environment? What is causing harm to the environment is causing more harm to us than only Mother Earth. So that way, I think this is a question which should stop being asked, and the awareness has to really reach people. So whatever is causing harm to the environment is causing more harm to us first, and then only the environment.
Yeah, we all talk about the cycle, the invisible cycle, right? It goes into the water and then we don't know if it really comes back to us. Yes, some way, but is it a small way or a big way? We really don't know. And that's why we're probably living in this, what do you say, darkness, right? So you tell us how we as adults, our children, our babies are very badly being affected by the cleaners that are being used in our households.
Sure. So I'm not a chemist or doctor or something like that, but a passionate follower of Ayurveda and naturopathy, and that I started doing after my first kid was born. So 12 years ago, I think he started teaching me, and he started uh, literally telling us on our face that what you should not use, because we learn through difficulties. We learn easily when we have a difficult moment, right? So that's how I learned as well. And when he was born, he had a lot of reflex issue, which most of the kids are going through. But his reflex was absolutely unmanageable. Every drop that goes in would come out, and like 6 to 7 times a day, he would throw up as an 11-day-old baby. And that was my first experience as a 26-year-old. I really couldn't handle that. And second thing is, he had extremely dry skin, patched, literally patchy skin. And we tried a lot of options, and I didn't want to keep him on anti nausea, liquid syrups, because that was putting him to sleep, and I felt that his brain development, his activities would get affected. That's
Yes.
when I reached out to an Ayurvedic doctor. I wouldn't even call him doctor. He's almost like my teacher. At that time, he's no more, but at that time, he was 95-year-old.
Wow.
So when I met him, and he said, I think you have given a portion of your intestine to the child.
Yes.
So yeah, I quote him, and because you've been exposed to a lot of acidic food, and you've been drinking water which is not, you're thinking it's pure, maybe not pure. Second, looks like you were allergic to a lot of things, and now you're not allergic to them. Probably that's why you've continued using them, but it's passed on to the child. That's when I said, oh yeah, my mom has actually told me that I was allergic to polyester clothing. I was allergic to perfumes, powders, a lot of things which I've been craving to use. I used to be always on cotton wear, kept on absolutely chemical-free stuff at home. But I was waiting to use them. But as I grew up, my allergic reactions started showing less. But they were internally creating allergies which did not come out at all. That's how. So that got passed on to Arjun, and he pointed it out in a fraction of a second. He said, "Stop all the chemical stuff. Let the cloth be less shining. It's okay, but use something like a soap nut. You create your own thing. Use something like a soap nut for his clothing and your clothing."
Okay.
And that is when I think that was like an alarm that came. I said, how could I not be reacting to these even before the child was born? I have been consuming so much of chemical. So that's how I understood that. And when we started looking at searching for answers on search engines, I don't think they are direct. You will have to keep clicking more results, because that is never featured on page
so
one.
hidden. Yeah, they're just so hidden because there's so much of commercials that go around, right? On these.
Absolutely. But I wouldn't blame them because we want it. I wouldn't blame them because we are the ones. Yeah. We are the ones who are wanting it. So
yeah.
the colors.
So that's why I think I mean that's why the first question which I asked you, that it always comes back to us. It may not affect us. It will affect our children through the genetic, the chemicals that are passed on through genes. I have specifically read about this research from Medical Medium, something very popular in US, where he says that in the 1900s or the early 1910, 1920, there is a lot of DDT that was very popular, right, for insects, and it was just sprayed like nobody's business on crops. And because DDT, they didn't know, and there was so much of inhaling in the air, that is now being passed down through the genes and is affecting the second and third generation, where the children are becoming what is it? There is Alzheimer's because it's going into the brain, and there is people are becoming what is that word? Autistic.
Yeah.
Autism, a lot of autism is going on because of all these chemicals that are getting into the brain unknowingly, especially for newborns.
Absolutely. Yeah. To add to that point, inhalation is the starting point of problems with these chemical cleaners. Every cleaner, I wouldn't say it is a detergent or is a dishwash or floor cleaner or hand wash, shampoo, everything, totally it starts with the nose. Because this is prana.
Yeah.
So this is what is alive, and this is where we start, and this is where it ends. So the dioxin 1,4, you can search for it. Dioxin 1,4 is almost added to every. We can search for it. Dioxane, yeah, DIOXANE 1,4 it would say, and we can search for it. And can we believe that it causes vertigo? Inhalation, as you put things in, this is causing vertigo issues. It's causing headaches, eye irritation, and it absolutely gets into us through the nose, through one inhalation. So this is something which is present, and we really cannot blame anyone for it, because we want longer shelf lives. We want to pour water into that bottle, rinse it and dilute it, and still expect an antibacterial and antifungal reaction. Not expect an antibacterial and antifungal reaction. So the makers are forced to add all of this. So we will have to put it back on us that these are added, and we have to also make it cheaper, right? They have to make it cheaper,
They will make it cheap.
affordable. Yeah, cheaper.
And we all
So
want
that's
discounts.
absolutely. So discount is the killer, but again, it's a very big topic. So that is something, dioxin is something which is very basic. It's present in all laundry, especially, and that is a killer of a reaction through the nasal tract. And we all know about triclosan. So triclosans have antibacterial and antifungal agents. That's the main purpose of adding triclosan. And that has an adverse reaction on a cellular powerhouse.
Okay.
So why will cells not degenerate? Why will they not mutate? We cannot immediately tie it back to cancer. Cancer is not like a tick mark exercise, right? If I do this, I will get cancer. So many smokers do not get cancer, but we are susceptible to it.
Yeah.
When we start using this. And when your powerhouse of the cell is having adverse reactions, your thinking capacity could go for a toss. There is no documentation on all of this, I repeat. But at the same, because these are approved chemicals, and the makers aren't even writing this down on ingredients. If you take a dishwash bar today, it is not mentioned, at least in India, the dishwash bar has no mention of ingredients used. It will only say power of. It's not regulated that products below certain price need not mention, is what I hear. I'm not sure of that, but this morning I was checking what all has the ingredients clearly mentioned.
Because
And because I wanted to.
very popular brand, a so-called Ayurvedic brand, will say ash dishwashing bar made with ash, and it has ash and lime, and that's it. But there is so much of foam. I was just wondering how you can get so much
It's possible.
foam.
Foam is possible. Foam is still possible. So if they have done it with ash and lime are ingredients. So they would have used some oil, and the oil is soponified with caustic soda. So caustic soda is the same ingredient used in your when the drains get blocked.
Yeah,
You put that, right? It causes so much smoke, but it is not harmful for. I wouldn't say it's harmless, but it is not as harmful as the others when it is soponified with oil.
Okay.
So that will cause the foam, and especially usage of palm oil and this caustic soda in combination will create foam, and it's okay. Foam is not the problem.
Okay.
What is the problem is the hidden ingredients in it and the color, the aroma. The color and the fragrance, I should call it fragrance, but in the color and the fragrance and making it glittery, having those micro beads.
Yeah, that is what for a scrubbing, for our shining dishwashing, scrubbing of all the oil and the dirt.
Yeah, the anti-greasing agents, the artificial anti-greasing agents. So while the brands do add natural agents as well, especially dishwashing bars, they do add lemon, or they may add citric acid, but still the other agents will have to be kept away. So even a homemade bar can have SLS, SLEs. So it is so easily available. It's so easily available because that will give the bar a very smooth effect.
Okay.
So you will have to watch out for these. Sorry, I think I got paused.
You can continue.
Yeah, we will have to watch out for these words that it is SLS, SLES free, and all the ingredients have to be clearly mentioned in a language that is known to us, not in a biological term, or we will not understand when we say Rosa sinensis, not all of them. Just say hibiscus, right? So like that, I think the brands will have to really get down to the level of clearly mentioning what is in that bar or what is in that liquid. And if it has additional coloring agents, we will have to make sure the coloring agents are not high order chemicals. So keep away from high color, high fragrance products. And the hidden ingredients are causing, there are so many. I mean, SLS, SLES is basic. It is being told everywhere. Now, I told you about triclosan, I told you about dioxin. So formaldehyde, phosphates. Phosphates are the ones which mix with the water bodies. So there is a lot of things. And bleach. It is a visual deceiver, basically. Your clothes are actually not getting rid of the dirt. It is basically converting the light into a white light and making you see it as a white cloth. It's
Yeah,
a
I've
play
heard
with the
about
eye.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a play with the eye. So that way, I think we will have to um, really not think of usage moving to a natural form as a major task or as an effort. But this is for our day to day. It is not for a future. It is not for the environment. It is not for the water. It is for your day to day health. If dioxin can cause vertigo, dizziness, headache, 90% of people today, 90% of young mothers today are saying that I'm having a headache, I'm having nausea, I'm having dizziness, my back is paining, I'm feeling tired. It is not because of the baby alone. It may be giving you sleepless nights, but it is also because we are so susceptible and very sensitive. The body is like a newborn, newborn yourself when you have a younger child. And
Yeah.
if we expose ourselves to so many chemicals, the body really cannot take it.
Yeah.
Even if you're not having a young child, or even if you're not allergic, I think the body is definitely reacting to it, and it is going to give you a harmful effect at some point of time, which we may not realize at all. So dishwash powders, for example, has marble powder. There are certain brands which mixes marble powder.
So Ramya, we'll just split this conversation into dishwasher.
Sure.
I'll just frame because the first question is
Sure.
getting very long. Okay,
Sure.
so I think we spoke about how important it is to use for babies and children, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how? Okay, so
Generally, we've not spoken about baby and children, especially.
yeah. So how important is it, Ramya, to use natural cleaners that are completely free from all these additives for babies and our kids and pregnant women, for example?
I don't know how to answer this question. It is not important. It is inevitable. I think it is a must do. Definitely a must do. I don't want to see yet another Arjun or Ramya who's running doctors to get the child's skin get better, because I'm working on his skin for the past 12 years now, and it's still not improved because I didn't do it right at the first time. And there are people who may be really lucky that it is not showing up immediately, but I think it is absolutely a bare necessity to keep children completely away from chemical based, the so-called anti-disinfectant, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, 100%
And
chemical.
especially with this, COVID-19, people have become more, where they use one spoon of the dishwashing liquid, or they probably put more, and there are so much more exposure to hand washes for children.
Absolutely.
So and the important point I'd like to make here, why it's even more important for children, is look at their size, right? Their size and their weight is like 1/10 or 5 kgs or
1 by
something, right?
50. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so small, and the look at the proportion of the chemicals that are absorbed to their weight. So
Totally.
the same 1 gram for us may be 1%, but for them it could be like 20%. The ratio matters of, because they're so tiny,
Totally.
and that is why it gets into their liver, it gets into their skin, and it causes all these. I mean, there is so many diseases, right? Asthma is on the rise, eczema is on the rise, brain diseases are on the rise, cancer for children is on the rise. So I mean, just to support your whole argument,
Absolutely.
that the number of chemicals in our house has become so many that it's even more and
Yeah,
more and more important for our children to use this.
totally.
Right.
Because when you do a bug-free treatment, or when you
So
clean the
let's,
house with the bugs,
yeah,
children are as slightly bigger than the bugs, right? So we shouldn't be doing
Okay. So let's talk about specifically going deeper. Okay. Let's talk about the dishwashers. Okay. So what is it about the dishwashers, the chemical dishwashers that, we should be aware of?
So dishwasher, be it a hand wash or dishwasher machine. So one of my friends who also manufactures these through absolutely natural means has done a small research experiment, I would call it, and his inferences are quite interesting. He repeated this experiment a few times, and his
Okay.
inference is that only after he washing the plate 17 times, and every time using more than a liter of water, dipping it in the water and running water, he could get it to 0.1% of the chemical residue on the plate. And none of us would even think of washing the plate with 17 liters of water or 17 times, right?
Yeah.
So imagine how much portion, while I do not have an exact figure because it varies from how home to home, the cleaner to cleaner, definitely a substantial portion of the residue is getting into your food. So it's the reason Times of
it's
India
on the plates, and when served with
on the
food,
plate.
it is directly getting inside us.
It's on the dish that you boil the food.
Yeah, it's on
So
the
it's
dish.
getting well boiled, mixed with the food, on the plate, on the spoon, and it's directly getting into you.
On the spoon, yeah, yeah, true. So it's on the
It's there
dish.
everywhere.
It's on the spoons, the forks, the plates, the glasses that we drink water, right?
Totally.
The
So that
containers
is
we
right
store
away.
water in.
Absolutely. So
Yep.
it's a direct day to day affecting your well-being, in turn wellness, in turn health. So
Yeah.
then we obviously have to have health care. So we care for it today. We don't need health care tomorrow. So that's really important.
Okay. What about laundry? How bad is laundry for us? Because there we're not indirectly consuming, right? I mean, there we're not directly consuming anything. What do you
No,
talk about
you're
that?
consuming it more. So the
Really?
person first, yeah. So through the nose, as I told you, through the nose, when you add the powder or the laundry liquid, through the nose, the dioxin will cause headache, vertigo, etc. Then, whenever you sweat, when the cloth is damp, that's when it starts, especially the groin, the armpits. These are very sensitive areas. They are highly absorbing skin tissues are there. Directly, the portion of the chemicals, ammonia, SLS, SLES, everything gets into your system, gets into every cell through these areas, it gets into the bloodstream. So definitely laundry is a major cause for not just skin irritation, it's a major cause for other problems as well. And high or
So
fragrance.
basically, when we wash these clothes in the strong bleaching agents, sometimes, right?
Any detergent.
Any detergent, it also a portion of it stays in the cloth, correct?
Definitely.
Yeah.
When you can get the
And
fragrance, definitely the portion.
yeah, there's so much. When we smell the cloth, it's so fresh. We feel it's fresh, but it's actually the residue of the laundry agents, right? And now you were talking about, when we take a bath and our pores are open, our kids, our babies' pores are all open, and the moment we put on this so-called fresh, clean cloth, all the chemicals are getting absorbed into their children's bodies.
Absolutely. And that's when we're wearing a dress where the pores are open. Second thing, whenever we sweat, through the sweat glands also they get in.
Yeah.
And the groin areas are generally moisture. So it is a continuous infusion, and that is like immediate mixing into the mainstream blood. So that's definitely laundry, I would say, because we are living in it. We are living in our clothing. So how can we expose ourselves to such harmful stuff?
And this is something that we wear for hours together, right? 24 hours we're with the cloth.
Yeah.
So there's more exposure through our skin.
Totally. So the dry wash used to be one very popular thing those days, right? We always dry clean our clothing. That we all know it's petroleum wash. Somehow we ignored it, or we were okay with it for our occasion clothing. Day to day wear, why are you doing a dry wash every single day at your home? So we'll have to do a natural wash. Definitely is. Even if you can't, if you don't want to really put in any soap or purchase a natural cleaning agent, I would suggest that buy a few soap nuts, make your own liquids, use those. If you want to keep it much more affordable, if you have a DIY mindset, and if you want to really do that, it's still advisable. But it is high time we say no to high chemical agents.
Okay. What about like these floor cleaners and the ones that we use for wiping the cloth with disinfectants? We spray on, say, a glass, right? And for mopping, we use especially disinfectants, right? What about them?
So floor cleaners, again, floor is the highest infected area as per our knowledge, right? As per our whatever we keep hearing. So many people are walking on it, and so you must have seen these acupuncture or acupressure pictures. They will show the palm, they will show the feet.
Correct.
Because all the points are meeting here. We may be a believer or non-believer of it, but it does work. So I've not tried acupuncture or acupressure, but feet is something which is continuously, it will absorb things easily. Your palm will absorb good or bad easily. So that way, mopping a floor with a high chemical agent will, first indication is cracks. That's your first indication. Your body is telling you that I do not like this. Definitely pay attention to these cracks, not just through applying medicine, but stopping the core cause of it. There could be other causes like your body heat and stuff. But if it is just cracks at the rim and not really major cracks, then it means it is the cleaner.
Okay. And especially for our kids, I mean, kids do not have any cracks or anything. They're really soft skin, but they do move around on their entire body sometimes, and they directly also put it in their mouth without
mouth. They pick up things, they pick up the food and they put it in the mouth.
So it becomes even more important for babies, right? And as you said, the floor cleaners.
I think as a family, it's definitely as a family. So what is happening is today for little children, babies, parents are ready to spend more. So it's an easy reach into every home when we say baby safe. Even I call it baby safe, pet safe. It is safe, but it is not that it is not. It is chemicals are safe for adults. So because as a family, it is very important that we move to a very chemical-free lifestyle and through a very easy, effortless, affordable manner.
Yeah.
It should be part of every home. Well-being is everyone's right.
Correct.
So I think babies definitely, because you have a newborn, you are also born again. So this could be a great step, right? But for every home.
Yeah. So some of the questions will be like a lot of kids develop allergy, right? Skin allergy, like you spoke about your own personal experience, and only then people switch, right? And become more conscious. So is it that these eco-friendly should be only for those kids who are allergic to it, and others can use it? Their bodies will somehow expel it. Is it okay if only if you're allergic?
So you're asking me every question that I asked myself and every doctor. Primarily, people who are having extremely tolerant skin, they will not show out any reaction immediately. There are some children who have tolerance within, tolerance outside on the skin layer, and tolerance in their lungs, liver, everything. So they do not show the reaction immediately. But in a sense, they are children who are showing allergic reactions are in a better position because they throw out the chemical immediately. So next time you're not going to give it The moment he throws up, or the moment he has a rash, he or she has a rash, you're not going to be using that product in next time. But whereas there are children who are having a very tolerant whole, human mechanism, the body is very tolerant, but they keep absorbing it. You must have heard of parents who say he doesn't even get a fever. I don't know how he had such a major issue, because it doesn't throw out. It doesn't throw out.
He
You
had a
have to.
very nice, happy childhood, and suddenly
Yeah.
this happened. Suddenly this attack happened, or this cancer
Yeah.
popped out, or something.
Something like that, because they are just accumulating within.
Yeah.
So I think it is, if the allergic reaction happens, they are more luckier. If it is not happening, we have to pay attention to why there is no allergy in spite of applying such a big chemical on them. So,
Something is wrong with his internal organ. No detecting system, no sensors.
no, they're so tolerant like nature. What can be done? So,
Yeah. So we spoke a lot about the chemical cleaners at home. So what are the easy alternatives that we have?
So now there is a lot of awareness, and there are quite a few makers of natural cleaners. So there are two, I would like to just bring in some awareness here. Eco-friendly, natural. Two options.
Two options. Okay, they're different.
They are different. They're subsets.
Okay.
Natural, I would say, yeah, subsets. Natural is 100% definitely eco-friendly, and it is also made of natural ingredients.
Okay.
When you say eco-friendly alone, eco-friendly will have chemical, but safe chemicals. So a chemical which could be declared safe today can be declared unsafe tomorrow. So I would request people, when you're switching, switch to the natural option. Either ways you're switching, but at least switch to an eco-friendly option, because it is not eco-friendly, it is human-friendly. It sounds a little weird when we say human-friendly, but I would request you to read it as human-friendly. Don't read it as eco-friendly.
So what is the label that we need to like really see? Because even I have something that is there in my dishwash that says biodegradable, made from plant-based ingredients, plant-based extracts. So does this come under eco, or does it come under natural?
So if it says plant-based, then it comes under natural, but there could be additives. So you look for the fine prints, look for the fine prints of the additives, and watch out for the words we discussed. So you could do a search for all the harmful chemicals that are present in cleaners, bath and body, everything.
Yeah.
Just memorize them and ensure they are not present.
Yeah.
So there are soaps which are sold by big natural brands, but they have SLES in them. I don't know why, but they are present. And the answer that's given is the right proportion is added. But why? Why to clean a natural, cloth or a natural skin? Why would we want to use a portion of the chemical? A portion will become two, or two will become three. So I would recommend that always look for plant-based. One, watch out for the additives.
Okay.
And obviously, I think it's easier when you go with a trusted brand.
Okay.
That is also easy.
So when it comes to like
mind-boggling.
So you have a lot of alternatives, right? Beautiful Me has a lot of natural alternatives. So can you talk about that and how they are different from the regular ones?
So sure. So we have laundry. So I'll just show you. So we have laundry. We've called it Beautiful Home. So we spell beauty like beauty. So the real beauty is well-being, and we've just assumed the duty of facilitating day-to-day well-being in every home. So that's why we call it, misspell it, Beautiful Me. We have laundry options, and we have dishwasher, floor cleaners, hand washes, and more. So our products, if you can see the color, it is color of the soap nut itself.
Yeah.
So it does not have an additive in the form of a dye or a color, and it does smell of basil and soap nut. It will not smell of any summer breeze or winter flower or all that fragrances is not added. So, and then we also have food grade preservatives. Preservative is the only chemical that is there in this.
Okay.
So apart from
What is the shelf life of this?
2 years, as long as you do not pour water inside the bottle.
Okay.
The day you will pour water inside this bottle, it will start having fungal reactions, because there is no antifungal. There is basically no triclosan or SLS or SLES, which will keep the antifungal and antibacterial
Away.
Agents away. So that's how. So how different these are? One, this is made by an NGO which supports fruit nut pickers, the soap nut pickers. So they are a group of tribes who have been trained to pick soap nuts, and they deposit it in a place, and their livelihood is enabled. So it's a huge tree, and they pick from there. It's there all over the forest, so it's free. They can pick it up. So picking up is the only job. They don't have to grow it and nurture it. Nothing of that sort.
Okay.
So it's an easy income and easy livelihood option for the tribes. And they 100% we follow a natural soponification process. There is no high chemical agent, no agent, in fact, chemical agent added to create this. So it is the whole process itself which ensures the shelf life.
Okay.
So that is the thing, and it is natural except the food preservative that is added. It is there in our jam, sauce, everything.
So in general, what will be the ingredients of? I mean, basically, I just want the viewers to see any natural cleaner they want to buy. What are the common ingredients in, say, a laundry or a dishwasher or a dish hand sanitizer?
2, 3. So we can get cleaning through several agents, several natural. So you must have seen soap nut is one common ingredient people use, but it is not a mandatory ingredient.
Okay.
They could also use bioenzyme.
Okay.
They could use ash for dishwashing.
Okay.
They may use neem extracts for floor and antibacterial properties. So there is no 1 or 2 ingredients we will have to look out for. We will have to look out for what needs to be avoided. So here we have called out the ingredients, saying sopanon extract from soap nut, then water, gum, bioenzymes. So we mix all of these in laundry. In dishwash, we mix tamarind. In hand wash, it's neem and basil. So that floor cleaner, it's lemongrass, lemon, and more. So we add additives, but our base is, in this variety, our base is soap nut. So there could be makers who have a base as bioenzyme. It's absolutely fine. There could be makers who have base as plant-based derivatives or ash. So it's okay. That is fine. Any natural thing is fine.
Okay. So how cost effective is this? Because this is a very important thing, right? To switch. Some people whose children are allergic and all, it's like, compulsory. They will immediately switch to something more safe. They won't see the price. But for people who really don't face any issues, and sometimes that will be a game changer. So how cost effective are these?
Okay, let me put it this way. Would it be okay to gift somebody a pizza, or would you be okay to buy a pizza if your child asks now?
Yeah.
Would you be okay? Yeah. So its cost of a pizza is what you spend additionally on these. I would put it that way. In Indian rupees, 400 to 500 you will spend additionally. Currently, I think a normal household would be spending about 600. 2 adults plus 2 children would be spending about 600 to 700. And if you switch to a natural cleaner, because we've benchmarked with other natural cleaners, and it would be about 1,000 to 1,200. About 500 additional, 400 to 500 additional in the cleaning range.
Yeah.
So now somebody may ask
and trust me, when we speak about the cost, it's only about the cost of the product. But if you're saying it's just 500 extra, which is really nothing, right? But if there is an allergy, an infection, and a chronic ailment for us, for our children, I think the doctor's per visit is 500 rupees. right? And if we visit them, even once a month,
The tests would follow.
yeah, the tests, the diagnostic tests. And what about taking away time from your office? You have to put leave and so much tension, so much stress. I mean, all that also has a cost, which we don't really speak of, right?
Absolutely.
So, in comparison to that, I think if you're saying is just 500 rupees extra for a family of four to switch
Yes.
to an natural based cleaner, it's an easy switch. I think everybody should do that.
Definitely an easy switch from a cost perspective, but I'll have to be empathetic to the users also, right? So you know it too. So this obviously you will not have the sensory appeal. It will not be a glowing blue color, flowing liquid. It will not be a
It may
glittery
not
green
smell.
liquid.
It may not
It will
smell so
not have a
nice.
fragrance. Yeah, and it will not be frothy. Buzz, 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 and all will not come.
Yeah,
And in one wash, the lather will vanish.
yeah,
So all of these, I think it's a little bit of teaching ourselves that I do not want sensory appeal from this product. It is only a cleaning agent.
yeah.
Whereas I need sensory appeal for myself, right? My senses need to work well. And for the
Yeah.
child at home, for the elderly people at home. So that is a slight mindset switch that we will have to make. So
True.
that is the difficult
I
part.
remember I remember like my mother, she if I get some new soap, she like such a bad quality soap you got, and I would have paid extra for this natural and she like it's not even giving any froth. What kind of soap is this?
Totally, totally.
No
No,
warning.
my mom is doing that now. My mom-in-law, they are like, we are forced to use this because Ramya makes them. And I'm not, but now they have, now they are slightly okay because they're seeing results. After Corona, when the maid started coming back, she started saying that my work is getting done very fast because I don't have to
Because
wash it so
it's
many
yeah,
times.
wash with two, three times because so much of froth
Yeah,
keeps coming even after the
coming.
third wash, third rinsing of the cloth, right?
Totally, it keeps on coming. So that is it's now after a couple of months they are feeling the better side of it. So I think initial resistance is going to be there. So that
Yeah.
we will have to be definitely ready for and tell ourselves that I'm switching to a natural options. I just
Okay.
like to add a little on the cost effective thing. People who have a passion to do things at home, DIYs.
Hmm.
So you can take a little bit when you go to temples or do a puja at home or something like that. Take a little bit of ash, keep it with you. Use it in addition to these products for
Okay.
dishwashing. Do
Okay.
the bioenzyme. There are so many videos. Use it in addition, so you will cut down on that cost also.
Okay. And uh, just repeating the question, right? They are as effective because the whole advertising, the way it started, right? If you remember, like probably when we were 5 or 6 years old, that is when all these big brands started coming where the child comes with a very dirty cloth playing, and then the mother scrubs and scrubs and scrubs and then it's not, the dirt doesn't go, or the mother cooks chicken and then she washes and then there's still a dirty smell of chicken in the dish. And that's how these people have marketed, saying that if you
True.
use our product, there's such a nice fresh smell, and your clothes turn are cleaner. And now the antibiotics have come in because they're germ free
COVID.
and all that. So how effective are the natural cleaners? Is it more effort?
Okay.
And how
Um,
effective?
okay. So let me answer this in parts. When it comes to hand wash, it is effective. The germs get killed
Okay.
and your hands get cleaner. When it comes to laundry, it is 90% effective because the sweat smell or the chicken smell, as you mentioned, the smell is not going away from the cloth even in a commercial cleaner. It is just the additive smell
Additive,
is superseding
added
this,
fragrance that is shunning it away.
superseding this.
Yeah.
Yes, shunning it away. So here it's evident that the sweat smell is not gone. So it may remain in a washing machine. It
So
may
you can
remain.
use
There is
all
a
these
chance.
natural cleaners in the washing machine or hand wash only?
Yeah. No. Washing machine, dishwasher, it's all safe.
Okay.
That is yes. So what we may have to do, a little bit additional
And what
work
about
will be there on
the stains? What about the
So
stains?
on stains, on stains, we could add a little bit of vinegar.
Vinegar.
Vinegar. If it's a white cloth, vinegar. And if it's smelling of sweat, you could scrub it and put it inside. Scrub the armpit or scrub the collar and put it inside. Or you could add a natural essential oil when the rinsing happens. So you still don't miss out on the fragrance part.
Yeah.
So now
and I personally use, I think these natural essential oils are so good. I mean, even like a drop, it may cost 400 or 500 rupees, but just using a drop gives you so much of fragrance, a good fragrance that is also, good for the skin.
And there are cheaper options also, like which gives a lot of oil in lesser distillation. Lemongrass is one such. It's not an expensive one. Whereas Tulsi essential oil is like 12,000, 13,000 a liter. Whereas lemongrass is only 1,500 or 2,000 a liter. So that you can go for options which are cheaper, still effective, because they grow in abundance.
Yeah.
It is there everywhere. So cleaning is effective, but it will not give the sensory appeal. So we will have to look for real cleaning and not for the visual deceiving part of it.
True. So true. I have personally faced an experience where, I mean, as a kid, I've never washed vessels. Okay, so I never knew I was allergic to the normal popular ones.
Dishwasher.
But yeah, dishwasher. But when I got married and I started washing vessels, my whole hands were dry, itchy, and a bad rash. And so I had to immediately stop. I immediately switched to a more plant-based dishwasher, and the allergy was gone within like a week. I didn't go to the doctor, but I knew I was allergic to this strong chemical, and it was gone, and I've never had it. But the moment, suppose I go to my friend's house and we have a party or something, and then I just wash the vessels there in their house and I get the rash the next day. So it's
rash the next day. No, the same thing for me. Same thing happens to me.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, Ramya. That was a session that really enlightened me, and I hope it has brought in a lot of awareness for people who watch this video about natural cleaners. We chose this topic because we are exposed to so many chemicals day in and day out, and we only think of food that is causing a problem or allergies because we consume it, but we never think of the air we are breathing, the skin that is absorbing these chemicals, our clothes that has absorbed, and through sweat we are absorbing. So that was the point of having this discussion, that these are other ways our children, our bodies as adults are absorbing so many chemicals day in and day out, and our environment is getting affected very badly, and we need to stop, right? A lot of 95% of them are probably not even aware of this, right? That something like this is even happening. But that's the whole point of the video, where it's about bringing the awareness that yes, this is happening and we're not aware, and we need to, it's a high time that we switch to a natural based product. So you can go through all the options that beautifulme.com, the website has. I'll put in the details below this post, and you can check out, and and it's high time to switch, right? Anything you want to say?
And thank you. Yeah, what else other than thank you for creating such an awareness. There are so many people who trust in you, and I think this is an important message that you're carrying to them, and I really thank you for that. Thank you so much for creating such an awareness.
Yes,
and I'm looking forward that more and more families, more and more homes are becoming chemical free.
Yeah.